Hey 49ers fans, I'm Mott. Welcome into a special 49ers video this week as we're going to get into 6 players who are still on the free agency list, who are still able to be signed, that the San Francisco 49ers could go out and sign really technically right now if they wanted to. We're going to get through all 6 here in a second, but first, let's just go through the quick details on, hey, do the 49ers even have enough money to go out and sign somebody? Well, as you see right here, the answer is yes. They have about $34 million in free cap space. That's like 5th or 6th highest in the NFL right now. So right off the bat, to answer your question, yes, we have plenty of money to go out and spend in free agency. Here are the big additions this offseason, as you see on your screen right there. Obviously, Tevin Coleman, the running back from Atlanta, the 2-year deal, a big get for the 49ers. And of course, the big one for me, Quan Alexander, the linebacker from Tampa Bay, signing a 4-year contract in free agency as well. I went ahead and threw in there Dee Ford, the edge rusher who we traded for with Kansas City for a 2020 second-round pick. But those were the 3 big moves the Niners did this offseason. And now we sit here going, okay, free agency, the beginning of it, over. Draft, already done. The Niners made some moves. My full 7-round draft reaction video is already posted to Chat Sports, so if you missed that, go back, check it out. It's really, really good. But there's also a lot of kind of big-name free agents who are still available on the market who you could go out and get for a very, very cheap or discounted price. And here are a couple ones that maybe the 49ers could look at, and I'll break down one by one. The big interesting guy on this list, and the big one who is really on everybody's radar right now, is Ndamukong Suh, the defensive tackle who played last year for the LA Rams. Still unsigned. And it's not even clear that we're going to get him signed anytime soon, but he could be a very interesting piece for a 49ers defensive line who they had some debate. They were debating, and I'm told they were debating Bosa versus Quinnen Williams at the number 2 pick overall, and a lot of people in the organization liked Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle out of Alabama. So you didn't get him. You went with Bosa, so you could bring in Ndamukong Suh to go ahead and kind of fill and have another good defensive tackle there on the roster. The issues are 32 years old, 4.5 sacks in 2018, and actually 4.5 sacks in 2017 as well. And he's going to be probably still pretty expensive. Now, $14 million to play for the Rams this past year. So he's risky, right? It's a risky grab. If you could get him on the cheap, if he wants to do a discount and go play in California, I'm all for it. But I don't know if the production is there in terms of how much he's going to cost, plus being kind of a little bit of a head case we've seen in the past. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. Would you be interested in signing Ndamukong Suh? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm a little bit torn on it. Again, it's the same with Ziggy Ansah. If they signed him, I'm fine with it because there's another body there in the middle. But at 32 and the production being kind of down, you would have to have him on a team-friendly deal. And that's not really something that Ndamukong Suh in the past has been all for in terms of team-friendly deals. Now we get into, to me, the interesting ones that the Niners should actually pull the trigger on, the first of which is a safety, Eric Berry. Now, he only played in 3 games for the past 2 seasons, so obviously a red flag injury concern right there. 30 years old as well. So he's one of the older free agent safeties still left on the market. But listen, the Niners need help in the secondary. One of the big things I said in my draft recap was, where was the secondary help? Because you were the worst rated secondary in the NFL last year. Now, Eric Berry, we could make the case for, because the Niners took a big risk on a, well, I guess, aging, injured secondary player, Richard Sherman, this past season. And even though he was never really 100%, he still was decent enough for the San Francisco 49ers. So you could see them going, well, Sherman wasn't a bust, it wasn't a bad signing, so why not go ahead and get another, really another old, aging, good safety in Eric Berry. I'm very curious to see what they do in terms of maybe addressing the safety position as a whole, because you go down the list one more, and there's Tre Boston, the safety, 26 years old, played in Arizona on a 1-year deal this past year. 79 tackles with the Cardinals this last season, 3 interceptions. Like, the production for Tre Boston is there, and I'm not really sure why he's unsigned. And Boston went on Twitter a little while ago and said he's not really sure why he's unsigned either. He did 2 back-to-back kind of 1-year prove-it deals, the last of which was with Arizona this past year. I think the Chargers were the year before that. So he's looking for a long-term deal. So the question is, if we wait long enough, and we're already into May here, would he be willing to take another shorter-term deal, another team-friendly deal, to go play for the San Francisco 49ers? Either way, these 2 safeties here, Eric Berry, Tre Boston, I think we need to go out and get one. I mean, why not go out and get one to improve the secondary, improve the safety position? Because I know what they have right now, and re-sign listen, the worst rated secondary in the NFL last year, and you did not do hardly anything in the draft to go ahead and improve that. So for me, get on the phone. Eric, let's talk. Trey, hey, what's up? Let's talk. We need to figure this out. If you could pick one of the two here, which would you rather them sign? Type EB for Eric Berry or TB for Tre Boston down below. Curious to see your guys' reaction. This is the one I'm going to scroll down in the comments like I always say I do and see who you guys want more, Boston or Eric Berry. Some other interesting names here. The offensive tackle Donald Penn, formerly playing with the Oakland Raiders. 35 years old, only played in 4 games last season, but still has been a solid player. If you felt like the offensive line was still not there, or you wanted some an insurance player behind the starters in San Francisco right now, he could be an option. To me, though, at 35 years old, and you're in a division with pass rushers, I'm kind of sitting here going, out of all the lists there, Donald Penn might be the one that I'm not really interested in. But I wanted to throw him in there because he is the best offensive lineman still available in free agency. But again, 35 years old, 4 games last season with a groin. Yeah, no, let's just steer clear from that one. Let's move on. And finally, just for you guys, because I want to see how the comments are going to go for this one, Michael Crabtree, remember him? Still available in free agency. Drafted by the 49ers, of course, way back in 2009. Doesn't it feel like he was just here? Is it just me? 2009 was a long time ago is when they drafted Michael Crabtree. Last year, 54 catches in 2018 with Baltimore, which you're going, okay, 54 catches isn't bad. He was targeted over 100 times. So I know Lamar Jackson is throwing to him, but just kind of think about that there. He is at 50% of the balls thrown at him. He was not able to catch, and only 3 touchdowns with the Ravens this past year. Now, I bring up Crabtree because he's one of the better free agent wide receivers still available. Now, I know we sit here and listen, the Niners made some moves in the draft. Jalen Hurd out of Baylor, second-round pick, wide receiver, second and third round. So you could say to yourself, Thomas, we don't need another wide receiver. And I'd say, fair enough. But are you that confident with the wide receiver core we have right now going forward that it could be B- to B+ serviceable? It's still not an elite wide receiver core group, and even if the rookies are good, and I think both of them are going to be good, they're not going to be elite their rookie years. There's no Odell Beckham Jr. and Antonio Brown, none of that. So you could make the case, if you need another body to come in there, maybe Michael Crabtree could be one of those players. But again, odds are, I don't see the Michael Crabtree one here either. Would you be interested in bringing back Michael Crabtree, though, at the right price? Just because I want to see the comments down below. Go ahead and scroll down and type the little fingers away. To me on this list, the two ones that make the most sense would be either Eric Berry or Tre Boston, because we need help with the safety position. But maybe they throw a little wrench at us, a little wrinkle here at the 49ers organization, and sign an Ndamukong Suh and kind of fill that defensive tackle role, which they honestly really thought about there at the number 2 pick with Quinnen Williams. So in terms of the free agents, there you go. There's 6 of them. To me, the 6 that potentially could become San Francisco 49ers. And for me, again, if these guys are going to be cheap, they're going to be on team-friendly deals, all of them have production in their past, maybe go out and make a move. I don't think we're done in terms of moves for the 49ers. So again, for Chat Sports, I am Thomas Mott signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
I love this time of the year, playoff season for the NBA and the NHL, as well as the 2019 Major League Baseball season starting to heat up. I am Tom Downey along with Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, and if you're like us, you'll be spending countless hours watching sports on TV over the next couple of months.
And we all know the worst part of watching sports on TV is all the annoying ads. Like this one you have to sit through every few minutes when the game has to go to a TV timeout.
Well, this year during the playoffs, annoying ads like this guy are a thing of the past thanks to the My TV Choice app available in the App Store and on Google Play.
The free My TV Choice app gives you the power to turn off annoying ads and instead get sports news and commentary from Chat Sports and savage sports moments from Board Film right on your TV.
And it's super simple to use, Mitch. No switching channels, no additional boxes, and no extra services are required. The app knows when a commercial comes on and delivers you awesome sports content instead.
The best sports viewing experience on live TV is My TV Choice. Get the app today on the App Store or Google Play and learn more about how sports on TV has changed forever at the website below.
My TV choice, Better Live TV.